In this particular design, transparency has been used on some of the entities. The brown mulch layer behind the symbols is an example of that, as is the sort of beige filled rectangle behind the plant schedule list. Transparency has been applied to those. I can pick this one here because that rectangle was applied in layout space, and you can see it has a transparency of 50% when we look in the properties box. Unfortunately, none of the modern PDF writers that are available, ones like CADPlus, they won't unfortunately print that transparent printing. The best way and only way we've got at the moment is to use File and Save as PDF, and I can pick a window around the piece of paper like so, and then I can say I'm going to put that out as a test print, and I'll say that one already exists, and there we are, and I can right click and zoom a box. So there's a PDF file that does show the transparency. However, if you zoom in quite tightly, you'll see that the image breaks up a little. Our PDF writer doesn't give you stunning high resolution images. Let's close there and we'll go back to the drawing. If we go, let's zoom extends, if we now file and print and select CADPlus writer, we'll pick paper and we'll say OK, the design is now being sent to a high resolution PDF writer in contrast to the save as PDF. And what you'll see, what I hope you'll see in a moment, is that transparency is in fact lost. So I'll print this one to my desktop, and again I'll call it test, and I'll overwrite the one that's there. Then I'll go to my desktop, and then I'll open up test, and we can have a look at it. And there is our drawing, but you'll notice that transparency is gone. I can zoom in, the resolution is stunning, the PDF writer is doing its job. I'll close from there and we'll go back into our gCADPlus environment. But there is a third option. If you go to View and Transparent Render and take off Transparent Render, you can see we now have full render. There is no transparency being applied to those polyline entities that have been filled here. If we now go back here, although it looks a little dense, you can still print from there. Print, and we print PDF in the same way as we did before. We'll call this one Test 2, and then we'll pop it up and have a little look at it. And you should see that although the mulched area behind the symbols is fairly dark, it does give you a reasonable effect. And if you didn't want to use transparency, you could probably choose a much lighter color from our color palette. So we'll call this one Test 2. There was one there already as I rehearsed this, so we'll replace it. Once that's done, we'll return to the desktop, we'll fire up Test 2, and then we'll zoom in and pan up. And your clients may be happy enough with that, especially if you chose a fill that wasn't quite as intense. So you can see from one drawing we're able to produce quite a number of different PDF files.